y'all, it's Alicia and welcome back to the Hoplopland and happy Sunday, y'all. Happy Sunday. Well, I am on with a Just Beachy Outgoing Happy Meal Project share, and I'm going to start off with something that's going to make my regulars here go, Alicia made a card? Oh, she did. I will put a link to the tutorial down below because, folks, if I can make this, anyone can make this. Now, granted, I will tell you, I made a few mistakes in making this card, and I know what they are now. And it's funny because I was watching Wanda's video and laughing because I was like, oh, you made one too. So we were both inspired by the same tutorial. So again, I'll link it down below. Basically, it is a belly band. I used the Michael's Mermaid paper. And when you lower the belly band, it becomes a gatefold that opens up to reveal a pop card. It's my first ever pop-up card. And you know, now knowing what I'm doing, I probably would have built up different pop layers, but considering I've never done this before, it's pretty amazing that it worked. Now, again, is it perfect? No. There were some design complications, and if you watched Wandy Sweets' video this weekend, then you will know that she too ran into the same thing. When the person who designed it did hers, it came out where like the white kind of worked perfectly, but when Wandy and I did it, it didn't. Now, having made one, I think both Wanda and I could adjust it a little bit so that doesn't happen next time. But the reality is I finally made a pop-up card and it works well enough to send it to a friend. So that was a huge accomplishment. Okay, so there's that. Let's go on to the world's smallest embellishment box. This was made, I love this netting. This is netting that is in the tool section of Hobby Lobby, and it looks like netting, but it's great for vintage projects too. But what I love is that one side is more glittery than the other, so you can decide if you want glitter or you want matte. Clearly I used the glitter side on this. These are the Hobby Lobby mermaids, and it just says never stop exploring. For the tassel, I made one of those new little mermaid tail-y kind of tassels. I unfortunately don't have any charms that are gold. That would go with the sea theme. Otherwise, I ordered these from Ali. I love them because you can add charms to these pieces. So unfortunately, I didn't have any to add, and the bales I have wouldn't work with my flat back. So, but that's okay. She can always add more onto this. And inside the mini Embellie box, if I don't break it with my fingers, I swear y'all, my fingers, I have, everything is like sea and summer themed. So I have these lovely oyster shells with the pearls in them, flatbacks, a section of those. I have pearl charms. I have resin mermaid flatbacks. I have really cute sunglass flatbacks that I think are so cool for summer. And then in this one I have boats and paddles and life preservers and anchors and all things beachy. So that is her little mini Embellie box. And I didn't decorate the inside because, as you can see, it's already so tight, this box, that I may even have to close this off camera. If I had added even a little bit of paper, it would never close. So there's that. Excuse me. The next thing is a loaded pocket, and this was inspired by Monty the Polka Dot Pinecone. In my first ever challenge here, she made me one of these, and I loved it where the pieces are actually part of the decor. And so I decided I wanted to make one for this person. This time a different mermaid tail, this one with the blue to match all the blues in here. And again, on one of those wonderful dangles, so she can take this off and turn this into a charm dangle for someone. It says Just Beachy, and there's 3 pockets. Here is an ATC I made for her saying, own your dreams, with the meshing and the hand painting and some blue bubbles. And then the back just looks like this. And then this is a sequins mix that's very like seashell heavy, which is different than the bigger mix I'm going to show you. So basically it looks like an ocean bottom with all different colored seashells. And then in here, if you just pull this up, are little Le Petite mermaid tails to make embellishments. And that's actually a folder that comes out that I just made for her. And then up top here, this quirky little crepe paper rosette was made by Life with Liller, and I think she used the Coco and Reno Weird Sea dies for this. And I just made a little bag topper, and in here is beach and mermaid ephemera for the person. So what I loved about how Monty made hers and how I decided to make mine was that the actual items you're making become like part of the decor. And I remember the joy I had pulling these out when Monty made mine. So I decided I wanted to make something like that, where, you know, every time you pull on something, it reveals a new goodie. So that's the loaded folder, and these are Prima flowers. So that's the loaded folder. And then in here is just a little gift bag with another one of those quirky, weird creatures. I have some of the girls, the mermaid girls, as a goodie tucked in there for her. And then over here I took a, isn't this cute? I knew I was going to use it for a mermaid themed. So this is about the equivalent of 4 of those little sequence mixes. This is more like, it doesn't have seashells, but it has a lot of holographics and different blues. So it can be made into several different kinds of mixes, but it definitely looks like underwater. And it says beach clearly on it with a little iridescent bow and with a little gemmy. And then this little goodie package has a, I wanted this to look a little bit like an octopus. I'm not sure that I achieved that, folks. But basically it's a tassel attached clearly on a rose gold lobster clasp. I can show you because it comes off. Well, maybe I won't with my hands. But anyway, it's a tassel that I wanted it to look like octopus-like and sea urchin-like. And it's attached, well, there, I can take it off. Okay. And it's attached to this little goodie bag. And these are Minnie Mouse balloons. These are lipstick glitter flat blacks that are really cute. And some of the blue eyelash trim, because this person like me likes eyelash trim. And I think that's last but not least. I think I've shared everything. No, I forgot one thing, which is the Altered Mermaid box, which, you know, I added some pearls. I added a little bow. I think that Monty, the pinecone, made for me. And I added trim around it. And in here are the girls, but instead of the hand-painted girls, but they have little fins in their hair with flowers. And that, y'all, is my project share for this Sunday. It's called Just Beachy, and I hope you enjoyed it. As always, thank you for watching and supporting. Thank you for leaving a comment down below. And I'm wishing for you a healthy and a happy and a super creative week. And I'll see y'all on Wednesday. Bye for now.